was like doing on YouTube. And then they were trying to get our phones off us. Then they separated us, put us all into different rooms, tried to coerce us into giving them the PIN numbers for the phone. We refused to do that. They said, you give us that. We absolutely refused to give it to them. It was. They were. I believe what it is. It's an intimidation tactic because we're not committing any crimes and they can't stick anything on us. This is the only thing that they have the power to do because we're at the border and they're using the border force, the French side, to basically be a nuisance and stop us from. So they stopped us from getting on the train. The first train held us for 4 hours. I thought I was being arrested. I thought all the equipment was being seized. I wanted a lawyer. They refused to give me a lawyer because they said we're not being questioned at that point. You're only out. I said, well, you're asking me questions. You're questioning me. They refused a lawyer. I think that was on the basis they knew what they were doing is probably illegal. They probably can't hold you if you're asking for a lawyer. They can't just say no. And then we started becoming quite frustrated with the whole situation. I started sort of raising my voice a little bit more than I was because I've been sat there now for 3.5 hours. And I said, I'm going to document all of this. I'm going to take all your names. I'm going to put you... And then within about 20 minutes of me saying that, they then released us without any charge. Didn't explain anything really. And that was it. Then we were on our way.
Oh, sick. So it's all about if you guys just follow their rules, basically they're trying to put you guys down. But the moment you guys show that you know what you're doing and you know you're not doing anything wrong is when they like let you go and stuff.
So the main objective of what we're doing here is to make sure it might look very dramatic, and it is, and it's and in some parts it's quite dangerous. But everything that we're doing is not against the law. Nothing we're doing, and we've made sure of it because what our plan is to do this on a much bigger scale. Because at the moment, why the boats are crossing in the small numbers because of the weather, we're preparing ourselves for when that picks back up again, and we're talking maybe March, April, May, June next year, they're going to start coming in their thousands again, and we are going to put that to a stop. Every single day, we'll do a rotational rota of British and English men on those beaches, putting pressure on the authorities, putting pressure on the migrants to stay away from the beaches, find the boats, make sure the boats can't be used, and if they block involved in this, they can't stop it. The only way they can stop it is putting a ban on English and British men coming to France, which will never happen.
Yeah.
So what we've been doing is it's a story to show the public it can be done, and it can be done over and over again. I didn't want people to think, oh, they've only been there a couple of times, probably won't be like that the third time. So we've been there now 6 times. We've got rid of 3 boats, 1 engine. We've shown that we can find the boats. We've shown that we can stop the migrants. We've shown the hypocrisy of how they're making out it's gang related, when in reality this whole thing is being facilitated by the French authorities, by the NGOs. It's literally that simple. Not one migrant has told us that he's been trafficked. They've all made their own ways. They're all getting money from the NGOs. They've all from the guy coming into France, get into Paris. He then gets a train from Paris to Lille to Calais. No part of that's gang related. Then when they get in there, they're told by the French authorities and the NGOs, this is where you need to go. They give all the paperwork. They explain what you need to do when you get on the boat, when you get off the boat, what to say, what not to say. They take all their clothes off at the beach to make themselves look vulnerable, when in reality a lot of these men have already been given French citizenship, or not French, French. So actually France's problem. That they are actually France's problem. So when they say they can't turn the boats around, well, hold on, you've accepted this person as a migrant. We've got all the documentation to prove that, and they're still not willing to take them back. So the whole thing is facilitated by the authorities, by the government. So we, as Englishmen, will need to put a stop to that, and that's the plan. But like I said, quickly, it's all dummy runs. At the moment, everything we've been doing is dummy runs. We want to feel, if we keep doing it over and over again, how are the French behaving? How are the French authorities behaving? And to be honest, apart from the border force, all the French police, be it from the maritime police, be it from the local police, the national police, and from the military police, not one of them has ever said anything bad to us. They're all actually quite very welcoming, and to a point where they're getting their phones out and they're showing us the migrant boats and all sorts of pictures. So I know for a fact this will work. and we will make sure we put a plan together that will stop people being arrested. It's the right plan, and it will stop the boats.
Yeah, that's right. And you guys have been so successful with it. A lot of people here back in the UK are really worried about you guys because sometimes you guys disappear for a couple hours and we're thinking, hey, what's going on with Danny and Tom, and Ryan? And then you guys come back up and we're thinking, okay, that's fine. And the last video that Ryan put out there is that you guys were being chased by migrants with knives and stuff. And I literally seen you guys driving away while this guy was stabbing the car. I mean, that was dangerous, bro. Could you tell me about the bravery that takes to be out there knowing that somebody in the crowd has a knife and he's about to put it in you?
Yeah, I mean, what the main purpose of understanding that situation there is these men, these migrants that are very violent, very, very violent, very quickly. They've probably, one of the things, the first time we get into the camp, we looked down a stick and he had an axe head. So if you took the head off an axe, he'd actually slapped it to a piece of wood and wrapped it all the way around, like done the number 8 all the way around and actually had it. There was guys with knives. And you've got to understand, that kind of mentality, that third world mentality, that mindset that they're in, instantly violence is the only acceptable thing for them to do, that's what's coming to our country. That's the kind of caliber of people that are going to be staying in our communities, in the hotels and the HMOs. So we have to front that. We have to go to these places and we have to show that. And yes, it is dangerous and it does take a lot of balls to do these things. But as Englishmen throughout history, that's what we've done. That's why we are, if not the best country in the world, because throughout history we've shown ourselves to be brave individuals. If it wasn't for the brave individuals in the 1940s, not having having a plan with going ahead with what Hitler said, not signing any deal, we would be speaking German now.
That's right.
German side. So it's very important that we don't forget where we come from. We're getting too comfortable with sitting behind phones and thinking that we can't do anything. We can. We can do something. We are the men of this country. We are the men of England. We are the men of Britain. And it only takes the willpower to make sure that people get away from their houses, away from their screens, and understand if you want something done, you've got to just get yourself out of the comfort zone and do something that's going to actually change it. And I believe what we're doing now and the plan we're setting up will set the foundations for absolute change and to stop these men from coming. The camps alone have shown how violent they are and how the willingness to commit extreme violence, having knives, very, very quickly. You would not want these people around your children, around your wives, around your sisters, around your grandmothers. And we have an open door policy for these men. We have no idea what they've committed. A lot of them are from places that are Taliban, Al-Qaeda, ISIS. If you don't think some of these men are not from those organisations, those terrorist organisations, it's for the birds. So it's a very scary situation, and that's why it's so important to stop it.
Yeah. You mentioned that you're quite busy. I'm live right now, and the guys are obviously supporting you through the chat. I don't want to hold you for too long, but we do have a scheduled. We've not found the date for our podcast yet, but I believe that's going to be really soon, and we're going to dive into all this in depth. But I know that you're with your family right now and you're doing your stuff, so I want to give you that space before you go out there and defend the land again. But thank you so much, Danny, and I'll reach out to you via text and we can do more.
Thank you so much, and like I said, mate, we'll get on the podcast soon and we'll delve into it. But it's just reminding everyone that it's so important that they understand that this is not a one-time thing. This is a long-term plan that will go well into next year, well into the summer. We believe we have the plan to make this work. We believe we have the plan to stop the vote's entirety, and all it takes is English and British men to do what's needed, and that's what we're asking to do. So thanks very much for your time, buddy, and I hope to speak to you soon.
Thank you so much, sir. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. So yeah, guys, you heard it from the main man himself. Operation Overboard, Operation Stop the Boats. That was Danny Tommo himself. I got a lot of videos that I'm gonna show you today, so brace yourself for an impact. This guy has the balls of the steel. Like, he has, to put yourself in that situation, I'm gonna show you the videos where he's being chased with knives, he's being chased with axes, he's being chased by people who want to, can't really say it here. But you can tell these people don't have the best interest of him being in France. And the guy still goes out there and turns up almost every single day. And he's been stopping the boats. And then because of his action, I'm going to show you the reports of the last 7 days. How many boats have come into the country the last 7 days? I'm going to show you. The numbers will shock you. Yes, the numbers will shock you. So, obviously you've heard it from him. And now I'm going to show you the videos. I'm going to show you what he's been doing. The bravery that it takes to do what he's... To put somebody in, to put yourself in that situation. You have to be so brave. So here's a video of Danny with Ryan putting themselves in a situation where a man pulls out a knife and chases them. Here's a video. Viewer discretion advised, because it could, it might spark some sort of emotions. But here's the video. All right.
Get in, right? Get in.
Fuck you. Oh, he's trying to fund this, trying to fund shit. Fuck you.
Stop, old Bill. Yeah, I know it's old Bill. Are you seeing that? He's there, doing nothing. Doing absolutely nothing.
Well, let's just replay that.
Oh, get in, right? Get in.
Fuck you.
So this guy, can you see his picture? Can you see his face? That guy is hiding his face, of course. He wants to come into the country. Now, if you just play a little bit longer, you play... Obviously, Danny and Ryan know this guy has a knife. He's about to come for them. Now, when we escape, boom, he brings it out. Can you guys see that properly? Can you see that? It's a long one. It's a huge one. He's hiding his face. And then let's just play to the end. So you can see and hear what he says, what he does next.
Oh, he's trying to fund this, trying to fund shit. Fuck it up.
Stop, Bill. Yeah, I know it's...
Did you hear that? The guy started stabbing the car. Just put yourself in a situation. Imagine if Ryan and Danny, they didn't have a car. Imagine they didn't have a car there. Or maybe the car was not on. Or maybe they had a bike. A motorbike. Just imagine. This is the danger that these guys, they're putting themselves in. And to be fair, they've stopped. I'm going to show you the reports on obviously how many boats have come in the last 7 days. The numbers will shock you. And I think you guys need to applaud these guys, man. You need to applaud these guys. If there's any way you guys can support them, go ahead. Don't hesitate. Support these guys. So that's one video. I also want to show you this other video, a different angle this time. This time is a different angle. They're being chased. They're not in the car this time. They actually, this is this is before they got in the car. So now they run into the car. And then obviously I should have just played this one first. But I guess I messed it up for you guys. But this is the first one. So don't know why this live stream keep doing this. So yeah, this is the first video. So let's see right here.
I don't give it. Look, so you get these from Decathlon. Can we take this? We can.
No more England.
You cannot go to England, guys. Not welcome, guys, to England.
No England.
These are men fighting age.
Go on. Right, let's go. Pull it up here and leave it. Get in now, Rod.
See.
Throw stones. Get in, right. Get in.
Did you notice how Ryan started driving? Started moving the car before Danny started moving the car before Ryan got in, because that's how quick they needed to get in and go, because these guys, one of these guys here was coming with a knife.
Fuck you. Stop, old Bill.
I know it's old Bill. Are you seeing that?
Police are there doing nothing.
Absolutely nothing. They're watching them, they're taking them in.
They're taking them, guys. Look, the whole camp's empty.
They know what's going on. This is a conspiracy. The French authorities know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, we've been in the dunes all night.
Hold my phone. This is live. Listen, you're live on YouTube. Don't let the police, because they don't want to take my phone.
Shit, that's undercover. He's undercover there. He's undercover.
Right, what's happening right now is the French authorities.
Yeah. Extremely dangerous. And you have to applaud these guys for it. Because I'm going to show you the reward that they've given you and me in the country. The amount of money they've saved, you and I. Yeah. If you are just joining us here on the live stream, we had Danny on the show. He was just talking to me. Obviously, you guys listened in. He was telling me how when they get detained by the French police, they get detained, and when the French police realize that these guys know what they're doing and they know the law and they know they're not breaking the law, the French police usually just let them go. So I guess when you know what you're doing, you can just go and get it done because you're not breaking the law. They can't stop British people from going to France because they're going to be basically shooting themselves in the foot, because a lot of people here want to go on holiday in France, want to go to Paris, want to do all this, want to go take a picture with Eiffel Tower. We want to do all this. So the French government can't say no more British people in France. Of course not. They can't say that. So you and I can literally just book it. I mean, if you have £30, you can go to France and literally stop people from costing you millions of pounds. That's what this literally is. But of course it's dangerous, because what I've been showing you here was extremely dangerous. But here's a video I want you to watch. This one is important. I want you to watch this. Also, I'm gonna show you another video where they expose the people who are preparing the migrant to get in a boat. So there's like there's an institution, there's this NGO. I don't know. They go by the name of Red. They've been existing for like 20 years plus. When I was doing a digging about this topic itself, this NGO was the one that was literally leading the way in housing and welcoming and preparing the migrants, and they still exist today, and they're still doing exactly the same thing. And the question we have to ask is, who's funding these NGOs? Because somebody has to donate to them, and who's donating to them? Because these guys get paid. I know you might say, yeah, it's a charity. Most people are just volunteering. No, not all of them. Most of them are making money. They're getting paid. It's a normal job for them. And those are the questions that we have to ask. Maybe I might devolve myself. I might give up my time and dig in and see who's paying these guys. Because they must be making a lot of money, because they're keeping this business run. They're making this business run, and it looks like it's more... Looks like they're getting something out of it, because why would they do this? People dying. People are honestly dying. There's like hundreds of people who have died trying to make that journey. And these NGOs still push people to make the journey. It's like really? Like, I thought you cared about people, man. I thought you cared about Africans. I thought you cared about black people. Why would you want them to make that journey where they have so much chance of them dying? But here's a video I want you to watch.
Happy bloody morning, everybody. We found a hole in the ground. Over there is the beach where we was last week. And look what we found. Dug out. We've just reported it. Got video of me slashing it. Look.
Let's go. I know I heard it. Right. Fuck. See you later, guys. But listen, that ain't going to England.
Respect to these guys, huge respect. I don't know why every time when I do a switch, it either turns my mic off, or it turns the monitor's mic voice off. I'm not sure what's going on here. By the way, this is a new space where we're gonna be doing most of our videos. Let me know what you think. If you think, let me know. We're still decorating. I'm thinking to paint this thing black. I don't know. Let me know. Or maybe I'm thinking to just have a backdrop. I'm not sure what I want to do. I want to bring in a big Christmas tree. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know. There's plenty of space in this room, so we can literally push the camera back all the way here, and we can get so much space where a big Christmas tree can sit here, can stand here. And let me know. But let's carry on with the story. Let me show you this thing. This is the thing that I really want to show you guys. Actually, before I show you that, I want to play you this video where they expose the people who are preparing the migrants to get in the boats. You would think these guys care about human life, right? Why would you be preparing somebody to make that journey? Why? But apparently, no, make the journey, they say. So here's the video of them being exposed for who they are. Let's play it.
What's the problem?
Where you from, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah, where you from? Where you from, guys?
Where are you from? We come from here to human people.
We come from human people.
Human people.
We're human as well. We're human as well, but in this world, there's borders.
Exactly.
And you can't do things illegal. Okay?
Like you know,
So
if
things
you're in
like-
a trouble,
You
human
can't do
people.
things illegal, like come
Exactly
into our
the same.
country, cannot come into our country and rape, murder our women and children.
Nice man, Dan, it's mush, yes mush. Touched each other. Your door's still open, mate. Shut it, you slut. Bloody French tarts, man. Au revoir, au revoir, au revoir. That's the one.
What do you mean without knowledge? I've got knowledge. Do you want me to show you? Want me to show you the families? Do you want me to show you the families? The families of the people that are devastated by what's happening, by illegal migration and refugees, asylum seekers coming in pretending to be refugees. Put your seatbelt on. Oh yeah, you want to be filmed, don't you? You're gonna go. You're the driver. You're a weirdo, mate.
Legally, you
You're a
don't.
weirdo. You're a fucking weirdo.
Freaks.
You're a weirdo.
Fucking
You're a weirdo.
weirdos, mate.
You're a weirdo.
Fuck you.
Go back to my country. Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
That's fucking
That's nice. What do you
racist.
mean? No, you racist.
Go
You
back to my
racist.
country. That's
Go back to my country, you racist. You
That's
racist
racist.
piece of shit.
Racist.
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 I'm not in anger.
I want to close this door.
I am not in anger.
Oh, Ryan,
not in
Ryan,
anger.
just let him piss off. Fuck you racist, racist, racist. Ugly fuckers, mate. Look at the state of that, get that.
They work with alongside the police. They help them.
This is it. So those are the guys who work to help these guys make that dangerous journey. Most of these guys are like the ones who come out and tell you that they care about human life, but they don't care when these guys make that journey, right? Because that's a dangerous journey. I'm sorry, bro. I wouldn't make that journey. No. I can't swim. Even if I did know how to swim, most people, even if you was a pro swimmer, the dinghy's going down. It's not maybe you out of petrol, or maybe somebody accidentally poked it with a pen while they were moving around, or something happens, or maybe a little shark came around and like, I don't know, whatever. I don't know what could happen. Things goes wrong and you're a professional swimmer, you will still not make it. But these French NGOs, the Red Cross or whatever you want to call them, they are so relentless in making these guys or in encouraging these guys to make that journey. If you're just getting to this call, if you're just joining the live stream, we did it. Danny Tommo was on just then, and he was explaining how these NGOs prepare these guys to make that journey. They make them move, because obviously if they're coming from like random, they could be somewhere, or they could be like North France or South France or East France. They could be somewhere around the country. The NGO will move them around to the point where they get to Cali, where they can make that journey. And there's no like gang that's doing it. There's no like tackling the gang. What the Case Dama people, what Case Dama is being pushing about. Oh, we need to tackle the gang. There's no gang apparently. It's just the NGO working to help them out, and the French police know it, but they're not because the police know this is wrong, but nobody's telling them to stop it. So they're like, we don't need to do anything. We're gonna stop Brian instead. Or we're gonna stop Tommy. We're gonna stop, Danny Tommo instead. But I want to show you this report. This report that was recently published by the government. So I don't know if they wanted to do it, but they were, I guess, forced to do it by the government. And it's about the numbers of people who are coming in illegally in the country. And I think it's important for you to see it. I think it's important for me to show you guys how successful it's been for the guys out there stopping the boats. So let me share my screen. Let's see if I can share this screen. Yeah, there it is. Okay, perfect. So make that switch. So the last 7 days, yeah, small boats arrival last 7 days. Updated literally yesterday. Oh, look at that. Look at that. From the 29th of November 2025, it's been 0, 0, 0. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. 0 till I think this was a Saturday, or no, that was Friday. 0, 0, 0. Of course, they don't give credit to the people who are out there stopping it from happening, but we all know why it is 0. We all know why it is the way it should be. We all know why, but that credit will never be given from the top. But we all know why. You know why. I know why. Yeah, this is a win. It's a big win for the guys who are out there risking their life. It's a big win. It's a huge win, I have to say. But that's all for today. I have to report to you. That's all for today. It's dangerous out there. These guys are being chased with knives back and forth, and they're still able to risk it for the next day and still make the journey again. That's extremely bravery from them. And if you know how to support them, don't hesitate. Go ahead and support these guys. But if you're new to the channel, make sure like, comment, subscribe. This has been your Frontline of Information War, Baraka Amuri, and today we was with Danny Tommo. He's coming on the show, by the way, so if you guys have any questions, comment them down here. If you guys have any question for Danny, comment down below, and obviously I'll go through the comments and see what you guys want me to ask him. But without further ado, if you're new to the channel, make sure like, comment, subscribe. Hand to the head salute. Bye bye. Thank you. So then I was born in a refugee camp in Tanzania. At the time, there's so many people ran there. A lot of people were going there, real refugees, after being butchered from the civil war that erupted in Congo. My parents applied for asylum to all the countries. They waited. Now, then I was born in that camp, the same camp. I'm talking tents. I was born there. Now, we're waiting and waiting and waiting. For 14 years, we were waiting. Now, of course, these guys could choose to wait as well, but these guys hijacked that and they come in the country illegally. Now, the media will brand you guys racist, far right, the worst people here, the worst group here. How come the good group didn't invite me to go speak over there? So I call this the greatest awakening because all the way from over there, there's hundreds of people turning up. It's a Saturday, for God's sake. They could easily go around and watch football and have fun, go on a date, do all the lovely stuff they could do. But instead, they want to stand here, rain or not. They're ready to send the message. And I believe the message will be received today. Thank you so much.
For anybody in the back, I struggle to hear this young man's story. What incredible, brave young man.
Oh yes, I
British Christian values, regardless of his own beliefs. Let's hear it for Baraka.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Attention, attention, attention. This is not just a normal t-shirt. This is your battle armor in this war against lies and manipulation and deception. And when you wear this t-shirt, you are not just making a statement, you are drawing a line in the sand and you're saying, I will not be silenced, I will not be bought, and I will not be steered. Every thread in this t-shirt screams defiance. Every letter of I found the truth, not propaganda. Or maybe every letter of the nation needs to know is a rally cry out for independent thinkers, disruptors, the people who refuse to bend to the mainstream media narrative. We need your fund, and this is your chance to stand up, to speak out and fund the fight for the truth. Don't just wear it like a regular t-shirt. You have to live it. The nation needs to know you're gonna live it. Yes, please. I need you to fuel the resistance. Be the reason why the truth survives in this country. Please get yours at thebarakashow.com. And thank you so much for keeping us on air. Thank you.
In the shadow of the digital gulag, we fire up the truth cannon and blast through the lies.
And the show host, Baraka Amuri.
Ladies and gentlemen, patriots, truth seekers, digital warriors. As you already know, this is not just a regular broadcast. This is the Operation Airways Liberation. And of course, it's on the surge. The algorithm are trying to top us. The shadow banning our content and the gatekeeper of this narrative are doing every single thing they can to take us down. But guess what? We are still here and we are not going anywhere. I'm only 23 years old. I'm just getting started. And if you stand with us, this is your moment to strike back. Every pound that you've donated is a bullet in the chamber of truth. And every patron that you've pledged is a shield against this censorship. And every supporter, every subscriber is a soldier in this war of this information. And of course, we are building a channel that exposes and shakes the institution. We are rallying community to refuse to be gaslit. We are exposing predators. We are exposing cover-up. We are exposing the corruption. And they hate us for that. Of course, we're not funded by billionaires. We're being funded by you since the beginning. And if you want this voice to stay on air, if you want this resistance to grow louder, stronger, and unstoppable, this is your time to act. Don't wait until I'm gone. Don't wait until the live stream gets caught mid-sentence. Click the link in the description. Become the resistant. Become a sustaining member of the Baraka Show. Fund the war. Fund this enigma machine that we're building, that will counter narrative, destroy the bias, and expose the real nuggets to you live and direct. Because if we fall, they win. And I promised you I won't let that happen, but trust me guys, they're getting very, very close. They are getting so close. And of course, this is not charity. This is a warfare for information. This is survival. This is victory. And I need you to fund this war. Join the resistance, fuel the fight, and keep us on air. Click the first link in the description. Thank you so much.
And the show host, Baraka Amuri.